Hello everyone. Welcome to another live stream here at my YouTube channel. Thanks for joining me tonight. Oh, let me turn off this fan because it probably is getting picked up on the mic. Welcome, welcome. Hello everyone. Welcome to tonight's live stream. Today I'm going to be making another birthday card for birthday month, and yeah, I'm excited. Before we get to that, I have a random giveaway for you from one of our very active viewers. It's in the chat. Molly Trailer, she sent me a message this week and said that she had accidentally purchased a multiple die set. And it happens to be a die set that I designed. And she wanted to give it to one of you. So I thought we'd have this giveaway. And for those of you who are watching live, we're going to pick the winner at the end. So at the end of today's live. So for all of you who are watching live, this is your chance. And just a big thank you for Molly. There is a link down below in the video description for Molly's giveaway. And I recently did a card with that die set. It's the from Simus Stamp. I designed it, and it is the ornate oval frame die set, and it actually comes with this ornate frame plus all the flowers that go on it too. So big thank you to Molly for giving us this awesome giveaway. She's excited to give it away. She was not excited when she discovered she'd purchased multiples on accident, but you know, her mistake could be some really good luck for someone else. So if you would like to enter that giveaway, the link is down below in the video description. I will edit all of this out for the edited replay, so they won't even know that they missed out. But maybe I should leave it in, because then maybe they'll watch live next time. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I haven't seen a comment from Molly pop up yet, but I know she had a busy day, and she said that she had to go feed her horses, and then she was going to try to make it to the live. So maybe she's just not here quite yet. I'm not sure if I see her mom, Sylvia, yet either. I don't see them quite yet. Hopefully they'll pop in here in a minute. Oh, there's Sylvia. I see Sylvia up at the top. And let's see here. Has Molly come in yet? Not quite yet. All right, well, hopefully Molly will get here soon so you can all thank her. And yeah, this was made with that die set, so I thought I'd just show you what that looks like. So another reminder before we get started that all of the online classes I'm teaching coming up are listed down below, including Extraordinary Embossing Folders, which just started today over at onlinecardclasses.com. So you still have time to get in on it and start right away. So that's lots of fun. There's that one. There's a Hero Arts class. There's the Brutus Monroe class. There's lots. If you don't see where to enter the giveaway, hit a refresh on the video. I just added it about 5 minutes before I went live. So you possibly may have entered the video and were waiting and, before I entered that. In fact, I'm going to double check to make sure that I'm not lying to you.
Oh, arts class.
I have to make sure it really is there. Yeah, it's still there. Perfect. Or it is there, actually, I should say. So I'm going to put the link in the chat. Oh, someone just added it. We're good. Andrea just added it. Although, you know what, Andrea, that probably put I'm not sure if that put ooh, let me grab this other link just to be sure. And I'll put that in the chat because it may have added some stuff on the end of your link. There we go. Now that should show up. Lovely. Okay. So today we're doing birthday card, like I said, and I've looked through my stash just for some things that might be fun to use, and I came across this stamp set that I think came out in April for Mama Elephant. I think this one was May and this one's April, or maybe it's the other way around. Anyway, I can't resist a good cat, right? A good cat card with balloons. Come on, it's so good. Okay, so first I thought I would kind of do a trial run of what I was thinking for the card because it is going to require some masking. So I just want to do a quick trial run. My card is going to be 5x7, so I've pre-cut just some, inexpensive computer paper. And I'm going to grab an acrylic block. And I'm thinking, well, for one thing, let's put the green on here. Nope, I'm not on camera tonight. I did not get ready for y'all. All right, so this one in here that just says happy birthday to you. I thought that was nice. Or a little something for you. I think that could work for a birthday card too, but I'm going to do the happy birthday to you. Hey Molly, you made it. Yay. I was just telling everyone about your giveaway and that we're going to draw the winner at the end of the live. All right, so I'm going to be probably watercoloring these, so I'm just going to use VersaFine just in case there's any residual stuff left on the stamp. All right, well, actually, you know what? I don't entirely know what I'm going to do with this quite yet. I'm going to stamp it on some scratch paper. In fact, you know what? I might just stamp everything and then arrange it on the 5x7 card. That's not a bad idea. All right, so I definitely want this cat that is hanging from the balloon because it's just too dang cute. I'm going to have to pick it up. Oh my word, it doesn't even all the way fit on the block. It's so big. That's awesome. Okay. We'll just stamp him. Ta-da! I'll grab a baby wipe. I did have a good birthday. We went out to eat on Friday night. We went out for my birthday and then went and got a new Apple Watch. Ta-da! So that's fun. Okay, I'm just cleaning off those stamps so I can put them back on the stamp sheet. And then I am going to have I'm hoping to have the other cat, the one that's on top of the balloon. So I'm going to stamp that too. Okay. And then I think I am going to stamp the third image that's on the stamp set that has the two cats, but I only want the top. I only want the balloon part. So this is, you know, where I'm going to be doing some masking. Or just not inking up the top of the cats. That works too. But I'm thinking I might want like maybe 3 additional balloons. Okay. Alrighty. So we've got all of our little images. Oh, we have birthday cards that you sent. I hope it got here too. I need to go look at my mailbox to see. All right, I'm going to really roughly cut these out. I wanted to create sort of like a sky with clouds scene with all of these, you know, balloons and the cats and everything, because I think it's just so dang cute. I think you can never go wrong with balloons for birthday cards. So for cards like this is normally like how I start my Mama Elephant cards, because I like to kind of build a scene most of the time. I start like this so that I can get an idea of where I want things placed, and then I go from there. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get this greeting just so I can get it out of the way. Okay. In fact, you know what? I think I'm going to cut off the strings on these because I'm probably going to end up drawing my own strings to make it fit the design of the card. Okay, so here's my 5x7 card. And I was thinking I want this little guy about right there. And maybe him kind of nestled in right there. And then some like additional little balloons so it looks more like a bunch of balloons. You know what I'm saying? So these can kind of like be in front of each other and stuff. In fact, I kind of like that. So let's just slide this down and over. And then we've got our happy birthday to you, which can go right there. Maybe this little guy moves over a little more. That can nestle in. And then maybe I even, oh yeah, I can totally get one more balloon in here. But I do want some of the clouds to show in the background, so maybe not. I think I'll just go with 4 balloons. I think that could work too. Unless I could have one that's kind of like off to the side here, which is kind of nice. I like that. Okay, I'm going to take some tape and just tape all these pieces in place so that I can do the stamping on my cardstock. Make sure that one's nice and straight. I'm just kind of taping these in place. In fact, I might wait to stamp that till the very end. So I'm not going to worry about that for now. I'm just going to worry about creating my scene. Oh, thanks, Amber. I like to do 5x7 cards. I actually kind of prefer it because it just gives me a little more real estate. And I was just thinking today, I'm like, you know what? I think for the coming up holiday card series this year, I'm going to make all of my cards 5x7. Just because I want to streamline how I mail my cards. And in the past, I've had to get like 5x7 envelopes for all the cards anyway, and then put in our photo card. So it would be more convenient if they were all the same size. You know what I'm saying? So I might end up doing that. Okay. I'm grabbing my Misty. And here's our cute little card design here. Put that down in that bottom corner. And I'm going to be using some Strathmore Bristol paper tonight. I'm doing this one in particular because I'm going to be using Karin Brushmarker PRO markers, and they are a watercolor marker, and they just work beautifully on Bristol paper. And inks blend so beautifully on Bristol paper. Like if it wasn't so much more expensive than regular cardstock, I would just want to use Bristol paper all the time, you know? Okay, actually before we do that, we're gonna have to do some masking because we need to stamp all of these images and create masks for them. So let me grab some masking paper. Of course, my masking paper is like not conveniently located. Okay. And I'm gonna have to cut it down so I didn't have a scrap of it, so I've gotta cut it down. Probably only need about this much anyway, probably less anyway, actually. Okay. You know what? I think I'll stamp the mask at the same time. We'll do that. I've done that in the past. It works well. All right, so I've got my Bristol paper right here. Putting my little map right on top. And I'm going to tape that map, or the template right up there. And then as I start stamping, I can just lift this up out of the way. I do that a lot when I do cards like this. All right, let's start stamping. Okay, start with our little balloon guy. I also like to do this because if you have any ink on your stamp, it's not going to actually touch your project until you have it inked and ready to go. So that's kind of nice. All right, lift that up out of the way. And my ink's right here. Just got to get some stuff out of the way over here so the door of my Misty can actually go down all the way. I'm using VersaFine Onyx Black ink. And because these balloons are, you know, a little bit transparent, like you'll be able to see balloons behind the current balloons, I'm not too worried about masking them as I stamp them. At least I don't think I need to be. Yeah, we'll be fine. In fact, it's just right here. It's kind of overlapping a little bit. That's about it. All right, so here's my masking paper. Just gonna put that right there. Then I'll stamp my little guy once again. All right, so he's on the masking paper. Oh, thank you for all the comments about my nails. It was a fun design that I decided to do yesterday. I almost didn't do the flowers. I almost just left it this pale pink color, but decided at the last minute that I wanted to put some flowers on. All right, put that little guy back. Then we'll get the other balloon kitty. There we go. Get him lined up. And that totally wants to pull up, so I'm going to tape that in place. All right. Just going to make sure that is in the right spot. Looks like it. I think I saw someone in the chat say it was their birthday today. Happy birthday! All the May birthdays. We love it. Y'all, why do I not use bristle paper all the time? It stamps so beautifully. Like, for real. It's so smooth. It takes ink so well. Oh, I forgot to do the mask. That's okay. We'll come do it right now. We'll put this guy right here. And really, I only need the top part because I'm not going to mask off the string. Okay. Yes, Bristol paper. Let me show you. It's this. It's Strathmore Bristol Smooth Surface. It's amazing. It's so good. And you'll see when we get to the blending and the watercoloring, it's just like magic. All right. I'm just going to go ahead and stamp the masks while I'm, for the balloons right here while I can. In fact, you know what? I might, nah, I'll just do it. I'll do this over here first. Okay. Alrighty. So I'll get that balloon right there. I'm tempted to cut the stamp apart. I think I will, because I can always mount them back together. Just because I don't want to have to deal with having to mask it, you know? I can always put these back together if I need to, easily enough. This will make it so much easier. You know, I am a big fan of, if it's going to make it easier on you, if it's going to make it more usable, you're going to use the stamps more. If you modify them like this, I say do it. You know? Why not? Double checking that's in a good spot. Looks like it. And that is what we call stamp surgery. So much better, right? You don't even have to worry about it. Like inking up the wrong area or whatever. It looks like I have a little tiny bit of the string on the bottom. Not a big deal. I'm not even worried. Okay. In fact, you know what? I might overlap this one even more. Make it a little more intentional. All right. Stop it. It's so cute. It really is so much easier with them cut. All right. And then I think I'm going to bring this one up a little bit too, so it overlaps that balloon more. Why not? Hi, Rosie. Vicki, you had Karin markers turn a different color. I have noticed that a lot of them, the ink looks like a different color after it dries. Is that what you mean? I think it's just the actual dye that they use. You know, that as it dries, it can change. Oh, I forgot. I do the masks. Come back. In fact, will it fit on that block? No. I have to do 3 of them, so I think it'd just be easier just to stamp them with an acrylic block, you know? We'll just do 1, 2, 3. Lovely. Bunny, you're working on Christmas cards? You're so smart. Bunny, have I told you that I have an Aunt Bunny? I think her actual name is Beatrice, but she's gone by Bunny since she was a little girl. So, to be honest, I'm not sure if that's her actual name, if it's Beatrice or not, because she's always just been Aunt Bunny to me. All right, let's peel this up. And take this out. We'll come back for the greeting in a bit. For now, I need to cut out all of these masks. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. If any of you are wondering about the stamps I'm using, they are linked down below. I actually had time to add some links. So, but that's the stamp set from Mama Elephant. It's Poppin. But you were born on Easter? That you come by your name naturally, I see. All right, just gonna. Are any of you in the chat, are you in the Extraordinary Embossing Folders class? I think I recognize a few of your names. And if you are, have you looked at today's lesson yet? Oh, Sylvia, thank you. Yes. Whoever wins the dice set, apparently it's going to be mailed from Sylvia's house. Sylvia is Molly's mother, and they were traveling together at Create. And I guess the extra die set ended up at Sylvia's house. So she's going to be mailing it. I'll share your address with her, but outside of that, your address will not be shared anywhere else. Oh, good. There are a few of you that are in the class. I just want to break out my embossing folders and emboss everything. In fact, I have a card coming up on Friday that I filmed last week for my premium members, and had an embossing folder on it. Oh, good. You liked today's lesson. Awesome. I'm glad. And now you're back for even more crafting? Gosh. You know what? I go through phases where I could just watch art and crafting videos all day long. Or one of my favorite YouTube things to watch is packing videos. I don't know why. I just love to see people packing and what they're taking on their trip and where are they going and all the things. All right, come in here and, oh, I just saw an aloha go by from Michelle Greenwood. Are you in Hawaii? I want to go back to Hawaii. It's been 2 years since I was there. And I would love to go back. I could go back over and over and over. My husband probably could too, but he's also excited about seeing other parts of the world. So he's not in the quite the phase to like go back to where we have been already. So, you know, the world's a big place. But I'd love to go back to places I visited. Oh, Lois is going to get those diffusers from Tim Holtz. They're so good. Especially if you use like a Sizzix Big Shot or something like that, because the diffusers are the exact thickness. So you don't even have to worry about, you know, making adjustments. I'm trying to get these cut pretty close because I'm going to be doing some ink blending for my cloudy sky. And so I don't want there to be big gaps, you know? Ooh, Brandy says she likes to watch rug cleaning, furniture restoration, and people mowing lawns. Yes. Yes. I love those too. The ones where they go up to people, you know, their house, their yard needs some attention and they are going to do it for them for free. I love those. They're just satisfying to watch. Or the power washing videos. Yeah, the power washing. Vicki saying, I'll dust off my Big Shot. Well, if you have a different, you know, if you have a die cutting machine that you use currently, most likely you can still use those diffusers in it. You just have to figure out what the, you know, the correct sandwich is. Oh yeah, Lois, I think if you have a Vagabond, the plates are of a similar thickness. I would assume too, especially if it was Tim's, you know, diffusers to begin with. He would have made them convenient to use with the plates in the Vagabond. Wow, Diane, or Sika, it takes you less time to fly to Hawaii? Wow. That's awesome. Oh, Cathy has a baby fox in her backyard. That's so cute. Bobby, a diffuser for embossing is used to omit areas of the embossing folder design. So you could use an embossing folder on your card base, but maybe there's like a whole circle in the middle that doesn't get embossed. I want to say I did a video for the Simus Stamp YouTube channel like 5 million years ago. Ooh, Miss Tasha just bought some Yuli watercolors. You are in for a treat. Have you received them yet? I love her watercolors. They're so beautiful. Hello, everyone coming in the chat. Glad to have you here tonight. Maybe I should just plan a crafty Hawaii trip. And that'll be my excuse to go to Hawaii and just have crafters. We can all just show up on the beach together. I mean, if it was like that, if it was like my crafty cruise, there wouldn't be any like actual classes being taught or anything. We would just all be crafters just vacationing in Hawaii together. That's the extent of what it would be. But wouldn't that be fun? Like rent a big, huge house or something. And just like not even plan anything in particular, but just like, I'm going to go to the beach today and I'm going to snorkel. And it would be like leave all your significant others at home I mean, unless they're a crafter too. Leave your significant others at home and we're just going to hang out. I think that sounds lovely. Now we all just have to win the lottery. But just watch out. Maybe someday I will say, we're all going to Hawaii. Come on. Okay. I've got all of my masks, so I'm going to go through and put them onto all of the images. I'm going to try to make sure I don't overlap too much. I think it's stretched. You see there's a little ghost there? I think when I stamped this balloon image, maybe it wasn't perfect on the door of my Misty. Or I just applied it wrong because it's fine right there. Okay. You're all in on the beach crafting? Yeah. Rebecca, that's awesome. I've been on cruises where they offer that. I think it's awesome. Like the coloring and stuff. Oh, Rochelle must be in Hawaii, and she is inviting us all over to her house. Watch out. You just might have 297 of us showing up at your house. Let's go. You know what? I bet that one was actually that balloon. That's probably why it didn't fit. Let's go change that. That's totally what it was. At least I think. You know what else is in Hawaii? The company Maniology. I buy a lot of their like nail stamping supplies. They're based in Hawaii. So when you order stuff from them, it's shipped, I think, from Honolulu. Okay, we're almost all ready to start masking. Adrian's asking, do you save all of your masks when you're done? You know what? Sometimes I do. If they're not too saturated with ink and they're still sticky, a lot of times I will. But sometimes they can get just a little too inky and stuff, and then it's not worth saving. These will probably be saved because they've only really been used this one time. Okay, so now I'm taking the Cloud Lines stencil from Simon Says Stamp, and I'm going to do some ink blending. I'm thinking just a nice happy blue color. So I'm thinking like, yeah, Marine from Simon Says Stamp. That's a good color. And I'll grab a blue blending brush. I'll just do a nice happy blue. Oh, and awesome, you just joined the class. Love that. All right, I've got to move my markers for a minute here because I want to use this paper that I already have sitting here. I'm like, I might as well just ink blend on top of it. Move these out of the way. Okay, so these stencil sets, this is one that I designed for Simon. They're meant to be used so that you can slide your project in and then you can stencil from that side. Or if you want, you can bring it in this way and then you get the top line. So it really just depends on how you do it. And it's wide enough that you can really move around and get different looks. So I think I'm going to start like right there. And I'm going to use a little bit of this purple tape just to temporarily, oh, I don't want to cover that up though, actually. We're going to do it further up because we don't want the tape to get in the way. All right, and then I've got my marine ink. Oh, Brandy, you're so sweet. Thank you for that super chat. You're so supportive every week. I love it. Oh yes, coffee or tea break chat. Yes. Vicky's asking if I have a nail stamping video. Most recently, I did one for a French manicure. So, and that kind of shows some basic stamping. And I did use supplies from Maniology based in Hawaii. So if you wanted to check that out, you could. I think that was back in January when I shared that here on my YouTube channel. Okay. All right, so you can see I have that whole cloud line there. I think I'm gonna do one that's just a little farther down, like right there, just to feel that area a little bit. But it is right on the edge. So just to be safe, I'm gonna do that. Hopefully things won't move around too much. Okay. I think it'd be really fun if you change the color that goes up too. I think that'd be fun. I'm gonna have just a little bit of blue coming in on the bottom here, just so it's not a stark white. All right, and then let's try a couple other little spots. Oh, I forgot, this is still taped. Oh, Sika, thank you. Starting the Hawaii Fund. I appreciate that. I think Hawaii is going to have to happen. All right, I'm actually going to like angle this a little bit. I think that could be fun to have kind of a little angle. All right. Oh, stencil moved. I think that's all that shows on that line. Yeah, that's all it'll show. All right. Let's do this edge. Actually, I think I want one that has more little cloud bumps. And we'll go right here. Oh, thank you, Molly. You're so sweet. Thank you. They kind of can go both ways depending on the type of cloud. Yes, very true. Very true, Andrea. Oh, I need to get this little edge here. Okay. All right, I think maybe just one more of like the really big bumps, like right up here. I think that'd be perfect. Oh, another one, Brandy. just want to let you know how thankful we are for you every time I watch yours. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. We really should just start calling it the Hawaii Fund. We should start calling every time anyone gives me a super chat. That's the Hawaii Fund. Okay. Yes, this stencil is linked down below. I believe I already have it in the links that are just listed right below in the video description if you want this stencil. It's a good one. It's a really good one. And you know what it's reminding me? That I need to go grab my spray bottle that has rubbing alcohol in it. Let me go grab it. Because it really is the best tool for cleaning your stencils without having to wash them like in a sink right away. My little alcohol spray bottle was with all my nail stamping stuff. I think I was cleaning stamping plates with it or something. So when I clean stencils, you can even do this like mid-crafting, like when you're just switching colors, you just spray with the rubbing alcohol and you can wipe it down. It gets it really clean. And then you just make sure you wipe the other side as well. And then you're good to go, and it's dry. It's amazing. Okay. So once again, that is the Cloud Lines stencil from Simon Says Stamp. I've done a couple of stencils like this for Simon. I think it's called Horizon or On the Horizon or something like that. It's got a bunch of different horizon line things to do. And then there's a Christmas one or a winter one, I think. They are so fun. Okay, let's peel up some masks. And I'm going to save them on the back of the stamp set. Let's see. I find masks easiest to peel up using scissors or something sharp. Oh, he's so cute. Or should I say she, because they're going to be my kitties. Oh, oh, Amy's sending me one too. Thank you. You guys are so cute with all your super stickers or super chats. Thank you. You guys are so sweet. Get that little guy up there. And then we've got more balloons. And I'll just save all of the balloon masks. Christy's asking what alcohol percentage for, oh my word, Linda, Hawaii, the Hawaii Fund. And from Morel, is it Morel? Marielle? So sweet. Thank you all so much. Yes, for the Hawaii Fund. She's asking about the alcohol percentage. I think mine's a 91. I think. I don't know that it really matters. Not for this use, but I think mine's 91%. Hawaii will be funded in just a few weeks. Yeah, if you guys want to fund our Hawaiian crafty vacation, feel free. My husband's probably down in the kitchen. I don't know if he's listening, but he might be dragged to Hawaii soon. Hey, babe. Yeah? Are you hearing me talk to the people in the chat? From down here? Yeah? He's got headphones on. He's playing a video game. Apparently, we're going to go to Hawaii. Okay. He says, okay. All right, here we go. Going to Hawaii. Okay, so now I'm going to use some Karin markers. And you know what? Let's just go ahead and okay, first of all, so here are my swatch charts for my Karin markers. They don't include the neons though. but these are just the original set. But I have them swatched on watercolor paper. I believe this is Fabriano Artistico. Actually, it might be Arches. I think it's Arches. Yeah, I'm feeling it. It looks like Arches. And this one is Bristol. So notice how they're similar colors, but they're just a little different. Like on the Bristol, everything's just, I don't know, just a little bit of a different look, but very similar colors. So when I'm picking out my colors, I'm going to go off of the Bristol swatches. So I think for the kitties, let's do 276 and 30. Let me see here. So 276 and then 30, which is black. And then oh, Misty says that Jennifer uses regular isopropyl alcohol from the grocery store, which is 70. That's probably what I have. I don't even know. Hey, what game are you playing?
Nothing. I'm just working.
Oh, just kidding. He's not playing a video game. He's working. That's too funny. Okay. Actually, yeah, you're right. Maybe that... Hold on. I'm going to check. Yeah, that's Arches. Because this is Fabriano. You can see it's a little bit more white. That's just a little bit more cream. And then you can see how much more white the Bristol is compared to the Arches. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And we're also going to need a little blush for their cheeks. So I think I'll do 359. And that's probably a pink I'll use for a balloon anyway. And, okay, so those are the kitties, because my kitties are always black and gray. And then for the balloons, I'm thinking I want like maybe 2 to 3 colors per balloon, just to make them look a little bit, I don't know, more rainbowy. So, in fact, let's just do like a rainbow. Rainbow of colors. So, an orange. Let's do 166 for the yellow. So 195, 166. Oh, you can't even see it. 195, 166. Then we want like a limey green. I'm thinking 253. And then probably like a blue. So, ooh, I like the kind of like a cyan blue. We'll go 207. And then a nice purple. I'm kind of feeling 197. Yeah, there we go. So there's our rainbows for our balloons. Okay, I've got my little cup of water over here. I'm going to grab a small brush. I'm going to be using a size 2 Escada to start out here. Oh, thank you, Sylvia. Thank you for that super chat. You guys are really coming in hot with all those super chats tonight. I'm going to grab a paper towel. Has Simus Stamp shared their recap video yet? I don't know if they have. It's the one that I did. I don't think it'll be too close to the cloud color. I think we'll be okay. All right, I'm starting out with the gray because I'm going to do the cats first. So I'm just going to add a little bit of gray just where like I want the shadows to be. And then I can kind of, with a wet brush, I can bring in water and start to get that moving. Sometimes it doesn't want to move. Like right now, it's not really moving. So what you can do is just add a little more of that color from the marker, and then it does start moving. You just have to get it started. Let me zoom in. Starting to get this shaded with our little kitties. Yeah, this gray doesn't want to move right away. I've noticed that with just some colors. Other colors, it's like the minute it's wet, it's going crazy. Now my husband is texting and saying, you should do a giveaway. People are doing super chats. We already have a giveaway for tonight.
Well, okay, next time.
But I guess we could give away something else. I don't know what I'd give away. All right, let's do the gray down here. There's a little more, well, a lot more showing. Oh no. I got a water droplet on my cloud. Scrappy Cat says, we'll take anything. Apparently they're sending super chats for the Hawaii Fund. I said that it would be fun if I put together a Crafty Hawaii trip, and we're not going to have classes or anything. We're just a bunch of crafty people in Hawaii. Similar to my Crafty cruise.
Sounds like a good time.
Why not? Roberta's asking if you're trying to de-stash for me. We actually do have a bunch of giveaway packages that did not make it into my big giveaway that was like, I don't even know how many months ago. Will you go count how many of those are already packaged and ready to go?
Can we give one away?
Why don't we just give all of them away?
Okay.
Because they're like ready to go.
Let's do it.
So only for people who are watching live. Actually, I'll save a couple to give for people who watch the replay, but they're going to have to watch the full replay. He's going to go count how many we have. I think we have like at least 7 or 8. Like already ready to go that Angel Casey helped me pack up like a million years ago. You know what? Is organizing your craft room ever done? Someone asked if Angel Casey finished. Okay, whoa, how many are there?
We got 8.
You have 8?
Yep.
Okay, and then we have enough to package up a few more, I'm sure, back there that I've already pulled. All right, so that giveaway form that's down in the video description, that'll be for the die set from Molly. Or we've got the 8 giveaway packages. Awesome.
Thanks for sending us to Hawaii.
Do you guys hear him? Thanks for sending us to Hawaii. All right, so I'm going to come in with just a little bit of this pink. In fact, I don't want it to be super strong, so I'm going to put it on this acrylic block. And I'm going to pick it up because I want to add a little bit of blush onto their little cheeks. That was kind of strong. That's okay. And I also need to get the pink on their ears. Oh, my kitties have dark noses, so I'm not going to do it. But now that I have that on there, I am going to go around the edge and like soften it just a little bit. That's what's good about these paints, is you can soften them quite a bit. Such cute little blushing kitties. Okay. Trying to take away some of that pink that's right there because it's kind of overtaking it. Oh, Kristen. Yeah, some of you were talking about the capsule paper crafting. That's when I did it. It was in Hawaii. Okay, here we go. So we've got little kitties that need little tabby stripes. So that one's Daphne because she has up and down stripes on her forehead. And this one's Sophie because she has like a little M. So we'll just add a bunch of little stripies. Here we go. Cute little kitties. All right, so now we need some balloons. So I think I'm gonna just start with like, it's gonna bring in some red. And while it's still wet, I'm gonna add water. And really get that moving. I'm going to try to preserve like a good highlight. And I'll put just a little more of that color down there. Okay. And I'm probably going to add orange to this, so I'm going to do yellow to green over here. So we'll just add a bunch of that yellow. Okay. Kind of love that I'm getting kind of a weird wet spot right there. It's kind of fun. But I did soften it out. Okay. So then I think I'm gonna go like, actually maybe I'll go to orange and then orange to yellow. And then yellow to green, green to blue. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and do blue. And it's gonna overlap and give us some green. Adding more water to my brush just because I want to like kind of soften out this blue shade. Question: if you store stuff in a mesh pouch, how do you label the out of the pouch? Oh, the outer area of the pouch. Yeah, it's like a slick surface, isn't it? I think if you wanted to, you probably could use a dry erase marker. You could label it that way. Or, yeah, not much sticks to those mesh pouches. All right, and then I'm gonna do probably purple to pink over here. And I know this purple's pretty intense, so I think that's all it needs. These colors really do spread a lot once you get going. I didn't even tape this down to a board this time. I'm living dangerously. Okay. I'm trying to decide what color I'm going to have the little balloon be. I was kind of thinking purple to red, but now I'm rethinking it. Kind of makes more sense to have it be like yellow to something. Maybe we will have it be the yellow to green. No, I really want it to be red or purple or something. Or I introduce another color, which could be like a teal. No, I think there's a lot of blue we've already got going. Hi, Jennifer. Orange, you're saying orange. That's probably not a bad idea. And it will go like orange to yellow. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. So now I'm going to use my heat tool to speed up the drying, and I'm just going to dry these because, I mean, even though it will reactivate the markers when I paint on top, they don't reactivate as easy as when they're still wet. Okay, so now we're going to add some additional colors in. So I'm going to take this orange and I'm just going to bring it in a little bit over here. Just because I think where these markers really shine is when they have a little bit of a transition to another color. I think they just look so cool. Okay, and then the yellow is going just to green. And then we're going to go, I think I want to go the blue to green as well. No, we'll do purple. I'm keeping that transition. The purple's really strong, so I'm trying to not add too much. Okay, and then I was going to do the red or magenta to purple. Just get a little more of that kind of rainbowy transition going. And then I think I'm going to bring that same magenta and bring it over here on this one. And then I'm thinking I might do some fun little patterns on the balloons because I think that could be really cute. Okay. But maybe I'll do it with white gel pen. Yeah, we'll do it with white gel pen. Okay, I'm going to dry this. We're going to stamp our greeting, and then we're going to add some little patterns to the balloons. All right. Oh, it's so happy. I love it. All right, let me get these markers out of the way a little bit so I can grab my Misty. I'm We're going to put that grading down here, wherever I stashed the stamps. There they are. So now this stamp set is Celebrating You, also from Mama Elephant. And there it just has this really simple happy birthday to you, which I think goes really well down in this bottom corner. Probably would almost fit on one of the balloons, but we'll have it just be in the bottom corner. Just like right there. Oh, that was dangerous. My watercolor brush almost got flipped onto the card. Okay. I'm going to grab the black ink that I used earlier, wherever it wandered off to. There it is. And that VersaFine Onyx Black. Lovely. And then I need a black pen or marker to finish off the strings. Oh, Soph's gonna go be down there singing the song of her people. Okay, so that's about right. Oh, actually, let's clean off this stamp first. There we go. Okay. So I think it'd be cute to have like a little curly Q in the string. So hold on, I'm gonna just test and make sure this isn't gonna be too thick. Oh, that's gonna be perfect. Okay. Look at that. Yeah. Okay. And then this one's going to be a little more just normal. And then this one will be another curly Q one. Like that. Ta-da! I got another super chat. Did I miss it? I thought I grabbed all of them and said hello. Let me see. Brandy, Sika, Molly, Brandy again, Amy, Linda, Morel, Sylvia, and Bobby. Yay! Oh, new swimsuit fund. Yes, that's what I need, a new swimsuit fund for this Hawaii trip that we're all going on, right? Okay. You know what, before I do the white gel pen, I'm going to put this on a card base because I don't want to like possibly mess with it and, you know, because I'd have to let all the white gel pen really dry. Okay. So already prepped card base. Making sure I get adhesive on all the edges. And this is like a super strong tape runner adhesive. I know everyone's having like a love affair with using just glue, but I have to caution you, when you use like Distress ink or even the ink that I use for my clouds or the Karin markers, anything that is water reactive, if you have a little bit too much glue on the back, the moisture will come through and you will see it on your project, on the front of your card. It's happened to me. So I just warn you. So that's why I stick with tape runner adhesive a lot, because, you know, I do so much with water. Okay. What a cutie card. All right, white gel pen. I think just like some cute little polka dots on a few of these or some stars would be really cute. So let's see. This one's a little warped. There we go. Like, well, do we want to do stars? Oh, Alicia, that's so sweet. Thank you. You are definitely adding to the Hawaii Fund. Missy, you've had 3 ads so far? You guys, I'm so sorry. Like, YouTube just throws them in wherever they want. And I have it set to like moderate. So they're not supposed to be giving you like 5 million ads, but that's annoying. Okay. I'm just going to do some little stars. And they might even pick up a little bit of the color underneath, which I'm okay with because it'll start to look a little bit monochromatic. I think I'll do some dots in between the stars. Those of you who are in my premium membership, we have another member live this week. I believe it's on Wednesday. So you don't want to miss that. The tape runner I was using is Tombow Extreme Adhesive. It's so good. I've used it for years. It's so good. And there's a link to join my premium membership down below if you'd like to join. I'm thinking I'm gonna start doing more with my premium membership soon. I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna do with it, but I'm thinking of ideas. Okay, now maybe just like some cute little polka dots. Or maybe even just like circles that look like polka dots. Like that. Or should I fill them in? I'm going to fill them in. I like that they're not like perfectly stark white because it picks up a little bit of the color underneath. I think that's kind of fun. Okay. I don't think I need to put patterns on all of them, but maybe just this one up here too. Keep those other 2 plain. I'm thinking like just little stripes. I like purposely change the curve of the stripe a little bit for the balloon. Should I make it crisscross? I'm thinking I might. Yeah, that's pretty cute. La la. Oh, Kelly, I'm sorry. I wish when you were like a member of my premium channel or whatever that it would just omit ads for you guys, but it doesn't. It's annoying. All right. I think that's going to be the card for tonight. Ta-da! Okay, I'm going to do a little spiel for those watching the edited replay, and then let's come back and draw some numbers for the giveaway. I really hope all of you that have joined since we talked about the giveaways have had a chance to go down into the video description and fill out that form. I think you just need your name, your email, and then just to say where you are in the world, because I want to make sure that whoever wins the die set, that they are in the States, so that Molly and Sylvia, I guess, will only be having to pay shipping for someone in the States. So if you haven't yet filled out that form, just one entry per person, please. Go ahead and fill that out, and then we're gonna draw some winners. Okay, and Delia, my nail info is down below in the video description as well. So this is the spiel for the edited replay. So here's the card for tonight. Turned out so cute. I mean, who can resist some cats and balloons? Like, come on. So cute. I love the blend, like, you know, the masking, so you can do the watercolor later with the ink blending behind for the clouds. So cute. Love it. So that's the card for tonight. Thanks so much for joining me. I'll be back with more birthday cards very soon. I just have to edit the videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Okay. All right. The color on my nails is, well, the pink color is First Hello from Dazzle Dry, which sadly, I think they may have discontinued. Okay, let's pick some winners. I've got to go find the correct form. Okay, we have 186 people who have entered the giveaway. So 186. So we're going to get some random numbers. Actually, let's just do we need 9 winners because we've got 8 giveaway packages and 1 die set. And between 1 and 187. All right, here are the winning numbers. I just have to match them to my spreadsheet. My heat tool is in the way. Oh, we just got a ton more people. Hold on, I'll redraw this. 197. Okay, I'm gonna give it a minute or two, because just like 10 more people entered. All right, 197. Get numbers. Okay. One person is on here twice. You know what? We'll just go with it. Actually, we'll do it again so we get unique numbers. Okay, we have unique numbers this time. Okay. The first winner is Cyndi Jarecki. And I think I'm going to have her be the one that gets the dies. So, ta-da! So, Cyndi Jarecki. Next, we have number 137, who is Donna Bonorris. Donna Bonorris. And then 143, who is Shirley Saldana. Shirley Saldana. Then we have 114, and I'll email all of you too, just to make sure. So Brenda Dube or Dube, I'm not entirely sure how to say that. Okay, and then 193, someone who entered right here at the end here, Sandra Unrath. Sandra Unrath. Okay, and then 30, someone who got in here right at the start. Cathy Lancaster. Cathy Lancaster. And then, let's see, number 177. Renee Stamps Forever. Renee. Okay, and then we've got 2 more. So we've got Vicki Sullivan. Vicki Sullivan. And finding one more. Diane Lorello. Diane Lorello. Those are our winners. Yay! Congrats, you all. I've got you know what? We'll do a giveaway for everyone watching. We'll do one next week because I forgot I was going to save a giveaway package to give away. So, so sorry if any of you are watching this replay and you wish you could have entered the giveaway. We'll do one next week. Oh, Vicki, the craft addict. Was it not you? We've got a few Vickies in the chat here. Thanks so much for joining me, y'all, tonight. And big thanks to Molly for donating that die set to a lucky winner. So thank you all so much for joining me. And I'll be back on Wednesday. Like I said, I've got 2 videos already filmed. I just have to edit them. So we will be all set from our birthday cards for the rest of birthday month. Thanks so much for joining me. And thank you all so much for those super chats. You were all just so sweet tonight. Let's get that Hawaii fund started. I really want to look into like possibly organizing something. I think that could be really fun. So thank you all for joining me, and I will see you in another video very soon. Thanks for watching.